Good afternoon, Colony. My name is the Colonist, and welcome to what I'm labeling as the Robin Williams tribute match between Johnny Cage and Noob Saibot. Both of these guys, huge fans of Robin Williams, and obviously they have their rivalry going on as far as the MK tournament. But these guys, they both came to me last night. They both actually, Johnny Cage came to me. Noob Saibot gave me a phone call and said, "Hey, look, we know what just happened. We both like to wrestle in tribute to Robin Williams," and I totally said that's fine. So this is going to be the Robin Williams tribute match between Johnny Cage and Noob Saibot. And these two who are currently involved in a four-person rivalry between all of the Mortal Kombat people in CIW, which includes Smoke and Ermac, who we'll see, I believe, next week. I don't think we're going to see him later this week. But we do have these two going at it. Johnny Cage, who's gotten his first real good win lately, last week when he wanted to be inserted into the CIW match. And speaking of Johnny Cage, here comes Johnny Cage.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Los Angeles, California, Hollywood.
Fun fact, last week was Johnny Cage's very first win. He is 1-6 in CIW. Not the greatest of records at all. So Johnny, and he's lost a lot of multi-man matches, so it's really not his fault. He hasn't really lost any. I believe that he's only been in one-on-one match, maybe two, but Johnny Cage got his first win, his singles competition last week against Chrono, and Johnny Cage looking to continue his momentum of 1 to make it 2 against Noob Saibot, the man who has had quite an interesting record, mostly not in his favor, but he's been in quite a few matches, which I will get into as soon as Joey Schimmel introduces Noob Saibot.
And the opponent, from parts unknown, the Ninja.
Noob Saibot is 4-7 in his career. Not terrible numbers, because if you follow the Facebook page, which if you don't, go fucking follow it. You are going to miss out on so much if you do not follow that page. I swear to God. You seriously need, you are going to miss a title match from August Asylum because it's going to be posted on the Facebook page. So if you don't like the Facebook page, go like the Facebook page. It is the pits. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it because you are going to thoroughly enjoy it if you do. So, Noob Saibot, who's 4-7, the only singles win he has, I believe... Oh, well, no. He had a win in the tournament. He had a one-on-one win in the XYZ Championship tournament. He also had a win against Freddy Krueger in order to get into that initial match against Smoke. And he also has, I believe... I forgot what his other two wins are, but... Oh, yeah, he beat Ermac recently in a one-on-one confrontation. And I forgot what his fourth win is. It might have been a... Oh, it was in the tag tournament. He had that win in the Tag Team Championship tournament. And they beat... I don't remember who they beat. Maybe Salt and Pepper? I'm thinking? Either it's Salt and Pepper. I don't know. I'll have to look back and I'll have to find it. Let's see. I'm going to do that now, actually. Seeing how I've got the opportunity to do that. The match has started. And I'm not seeing what's going on at the moment because I'm checking out what this is. Nice shot to the gut there by Johnny Cage. And now we got referee Kevin James assigned to this contest, doing what he usually does. And, okay. Here we go. Can we go way further than this, please? No. Come on. Okay, no, that's too far. They won against... Jeez, where the hell are they? No, that's not them. They won against... What the hell's their damn Tag Team Championship. I cannot seem to find this thing. There's the quarterfinal. There's the semifinal. But I do not see who they beat for. I think it might have been Hellfire and Brimstone, maybe? Although I thought that was the other Rangers who did that. No! Okay, they beat the Street Fighters. There we go. Okay, now I can finally focus on this match. Noob Saibot outside the ring. Referee Kevin James count up to 2. And I'm sorry I missed that first bit of that exchange. But now, Johnny Cage throwing Noob Saibot into the corner. Noob Saibot XYZ competitor. Johnny Cage is not. Knife edge chop taking down Johnny Cage. And 2 punches to the back. Johnny Cage not taking any of Saibot's bullshit. And you gotta admit, a win over Noob Saibot would be a pretty solid accomplishment for Johnny Cage, seeing how he's only won 1 match in his entire CIW career. And now the groin attack. Take a drink. And down goes, and referee Kevin James yelling at Johnny Cage. I'm trying to find your Ausno tweet of the day. I'm trying to do that earlier so I don't have to worry about it later. And for some reason, I don't know why, but my phone seems to not like... Oh, spike pile driver by Noob Saibot. Momentum shifted. And now Johnny Cage in dire straits here. It's still early in the match. You got time. But, you know, you never know. Okay, I got my I got my Ausno tweet of the day ready. So now I can finally concentrate on the match. And Noob Saibot and Johnny Cage. You don't really see much interaction between the two of them in the actual Mortal Kombat games. So this is kind of a new match for them. You know, Johnny really doesn't have to contend with Noob Saibot a lot. Noob Saibot, if you don't know the story, is the original Sub-Zero who was killed by Scorpion and reincarnated via Quan Chi. Quan Cheadles, if you're a Magnation fan. And kick to the gut and a spinning heel kick avoided by Johnny Cage. Reincarnated by Quan Chi as Noob Saibot. Enhanced skills and newer powers. No longer ice, but more shadow whatever. And a clothesline by Johnny Cage. And Cage now going up to the top rope. High-risk maneuver here. And completely missing. Noob Saibot still in a fairly decent position, but Johnny Cage staying on top of him, which is smart. You gotta hand it to Johnny Cage. He is very methodical so far in this match. Backdrop, take a drink. And dragging Saibot to the center of the ring, maybe going for a cover, but Saibot rolls out of the way. And every time Saibot tries to get something going, Johnny Cage, just right back on top of him, does not want to waste any time here. Because Noob Saibot has been notorious for capitalizing on other people's mistakes. And now an over-the-gut suplex. And down goes Johnny Cage. And Saibot's got to make some sort of a comeback here if he wants to win this match. And now run to the corner and has got Johnny Cage on the ropes. What's going to happen here? And a double arm suplex off the top. And that was a huge momentum changer for the Shadow Warrior, Noob Saibot. But can he capitalize? That's what matters. And now Johnny Cage going for what looks like maybe a suplex. Yes, perfectly executed. Is that going to do it for Saibot? And Saibot, I think Saibot really needs a win here. This is kind of a must-win for Noob Saibot. And I'll tell you why. I mean, Noob Saibot, who's had an on and off record of beating or lack of beating mortal combatants. We saw Noob Saibot in the worst refereeing job I've ever seen ever. Armbar by Johnny Cage. Is Noob Saibot going to tap out? But we did see him beat Ermac in a fantastic match. He has not had the greatest of records when facing his rival Smoke. In fact, he's never won against Smoke in CIW. Nice flying forearm shot by Saibot. So if he could beat 2 out of the 3 combatants that he's going to be facing next Saturday at August Asylum from Pittsburgh. Oh, and the Johnny Cutter. You've got caged. Is that going to do it? The cover. Is this going to be over? 1, 2, 3. Johnny Cage picks up another big win over another ninja. Johnny Cage, impressive set of victories, which brings Noob Saibot to 4-8, is 1/3, has won a third of his matches. Johnny Cage also won a third of his matches at 2-6, have the same record setting, which is interesting. And now Johnny Cage celebrating a huge win, leading to momentum going into August Asylum on the 15th. Your Alcino tweet of the day, and this was broken up into 2 tweets. I went into a barber shop, and after showing off my huge hair, said I'd like to shave everything off, please. And the barber replied, "Pull your pants back up, sir." Damn it, Alcino. That's it. That's gonna do it. My name's The Colonist. We'll see you next time.